I've already taken the still photos of the exterior with the emphasis on body panel fit, general photos, pictures of the rims, tires, trim, and glass. The second time around, I'm going to capture the paint meter measurements. The gauge that I'm using measures in the thousandths of an inch. It doesn't tell me how much, it just lets me know that it's there. And those areas where I did pick up on those readings, I'll use a low power grade magnet just to make sure that it still sticks to the panel and we're not dealing with chicken wire or newspaper as filler. Walking in, and I'll just comment now, standing from about 6 to 7 feet away, the vehicle does present well. So starting off here at the right front corner, start off looking at the headlight trim. Looks good. Just a little scuff mark there. I don't know, that's a bird dropping or what have you. Lens looks decent. Good. Everything appears to be in order. Okay. Good. All right. Good. And then I've already taken pictures of that, but the lens here is cracked. This looks all right. Bellows look pretty good. And then before I forget, getting at the right angle here, there's an Audi right here. I'm gonna see if I can. I think you can see it. Yeah, right there. Okay, so let's get started here. Looking at the top side of the panel. When I look at the windshield, I'm looking for chips, cracks, signs of delamination, rubber. Still pliable. Looks good. Okay, here I've got the factory markings on the glass. Okay, wipers. I'll need to check that operation. Here we can see there's a blemish. I'm not going to get into that just yet. And then I'll just comment on the paint here. As I run my hands across the panels, it is smooth to the touch. It's got a excellent luster as well. First reading, 10.5, 12.5. So definitely looking at post-factory thickness here. Respray, 10.5. Good. 9. I take a lot more measurements than I need to, but it's an electronic device, so it's not a problem. The reason I have this magnet here is because here I was getting that 19.7 reading, right? So this seems to be in this area here, and this is I have to make sure it still sticks. You can hear the difference, right, in the density here versus there. Okay, that's a demo there. Check the fuel filler area. This all appeared to be in order. Looking at the left front wheel assembly, don't see any sidewall damage. I already have the tire specs. Rims look good. Got a shot of the rotor and the brake pad. Okay, and wheel well. So I get that to focus in a bit. Good. Okay, outside mirror nicely secured. Just a couple of nicks right there. Not bad. Fit looks nice. Get a full shot of that. Factory markings on the quarter glass. Don't see any delamination here. Good. Same here. Seal's a bit frayed. Don't see any scratches. Beltline trim looks good. Let's get those readings. 7.5, 5.5, 8.5. All right. Yep. 10.5. Rocker solid. Here on the handle, you can see some blemishes there. Okay. Seal here. This needs to get secured. And then let's check the door, see how she opens and closes. Should be easy to open, solid when I close it. Hinges feel tight, good, solid, flush with the quarter panel. Targa band here looks good. And let's keep on going. Quarter panel, 15.5, 13, 15, 13.5, 16. All right, another big mixed bag. Here, some scratches here, or look more like scuff mark. Actually, I can wipe that clean. That's good. Yeah, so it seems like I can, if I work it a bit, they seem like scuff marks more than anything. Let's look at that left rear wheel assembly. Sidewalls look good, rims good shape. Shot of the rotor and brake pad. I've got still photos of this. Get the wheel well. All right, and then the glass looks good. Got the factory marking there, and then I'm gonna push back. Let's do a side panel view. The reason I like doing this is here's this really scrutinizing fit. Quarter panel door to the fender. Good. Okay, looking at the back side. Yeah, paint is cracked right here. So I'm glad I didn't wipe over that. Okay, bellows look good. Okay, that's all right. Here the lens here is cracked. A couple more blemishes there. This rubber looks good. Okay, let's get some readings. 13.5, 14.5, good. Okay, slightly a bit of warpage right there. Okay, good. Let's get a good look at the glass here before I move on. Band looks good. I always like to check this area too. I've seen rust develop around the base. Okay, let's get the readings. 16.5, 13.5, 13.5, 13.5, good. 14, and then just some blemishes here. Looking at the right rear wheel assembly. No sidewall damage, rims look good. Shot of the rotor and brake pad. Okay, let's take a good look at the wheel well. Another reason I like doing this video, I may have mentioned it before, sometimes there's some shots that I'm not able to get with my camera. This offers us another unique angle. Again, just doing that side panel view. Okay. Factory markings. I can see some, looks like hard water spots. Top looks good. Let's open and close the door. Good. Hinges are tight, solid. And it has a nice springy noise to it. Okay. A couple blemishes there. 11.5, 18, 12.5. Okay, good. Outside mirror nicely secured. This all looks good. Get a view of the windshield. And then we might get a glare here, so we'll see how this comes out. Always like yeah, it looks like this is not gonna come out. Try the rear view mirror. Call reading. 14, 12 fender, 17.5, 19. Whenever I get that reading for filler work, or sometimes I don't even get the reading, usually an indication that's on pretty thick. 12. And I already used the magnet in this area too, so it all stuck to the panel. A couple of scuffs. Good. All right. And then check the right front wheel assembly. It looks good. Rims in good shape. Shot of the brake pad and rotor. And I've already got the specs there on the tires as far as production date and tire size. You know, wiring just needs to get cleaned up. And some light scuff marks. All right, let me push back here. Get one last view here before moving on. The front storage compartment looks solid. I've already got still photos of everything. Metal looks good. Didn't see any signs of crumpling. I got the paint code. Just finished testing the battery. It's a good battery. Cranking is normal and no problems with the charging system. So that all checked out. Tools I just sent. This was all wrapped up, so that way you know what comes with the vehicle. Also, I pointed out an Audi here earlier, right? So there. This is it right here. I just want to make sure I check the underside so you can see where something just nicked it. So no significant damage. I'm sure a talented paintless dent removal person can iron that out. On this segment, I capture the startup so that way you can see and hear what I'm experiencing. Just turn on the ignition there. Got plenty of activity there. 40365 is the out mileage. When the engine is cold, it did take a while for it to start. Probably cranked over for a second or two. I just turned the engine off, so we'll see how it fires up right now. Okay, yeah. During the startup process, I do stay quiet. I want to listen to the starter. How quickly does it engage? Are there any abnormal noises, clunks, rattles, anything? Let's keep an eye on the oil pressure as well. Okay, so that fired up quicker that time around. I'll try to capture it once the engine's sat for a while, if I remember. Okay, so RPM around, I don't know, 5, 6, 650 or somewhere around there. Oil looking healthy. Okay, let's look at the exhaust and the engine. shocks maintain the weight of the deck lid. Don't see any signs of impact damage. Decal there. Condenser looks good. Checking the metal here. Again, it's proper. I've already pointed that out already. Blemish. Okay. Good look here. Check the base of the valve covers. Don't see any wetness there. Hose is nice and pliable. Everything seems to be intact. I've already got the numbers set already. Check the oil. We rev it a couple times. Pretty healthy. We're gonna check the low beams, high beams, turn signals, flashers, fog lights, honk the horn, and check the windshield wipers so it's all documented. Also, the camera might get a little shaky. It's windy outside. Do a quick overview of the interior. The first thing I'll check is I'll make sure that the key does work with the outside lock cylinder. No problem here with the door, and with the passenger side, that worked. Just it was not as smooth as the driver's side. So let's see here. Door panel, don't see no signs of excess wear. The pocket, sometimes they break, but this is good. Pillar and the sill looks good. Got the metal decal. Seats, those move forward and backwards. I verified that the seatbelt's engaged. Don't see any signs of excess wear. I sat in both of them, plenty of support, so those felt great. Checked all the switches here. Pulled the floor mat, even underneath the dash. I like to take a quick look at that. And also, I like to check the bearing here. Sometimes those will go bad, and you'll get excess play here on the steering wheel, but that checked out as well. Okay, odometer reading, and then let me just jump in real quick. Okay, let's get that pressure reading there at higher RPMs. Well, make sure that it reaches where it needs to go. Let's see here, levers, these all move smoothly. I verified the operation of the heater and defroster, that worked. The AC, I'm gonna stay quiet here for a bit. It did blow cold. So at the lower speeds, no problem. Yeah, so yeah, this starts off with a rattle. All right, okay. So yeah, so blower fans hanging up somewhere. And I actually checked all those too. It's got the aftermarket radio. I can't pair up with that. Make sure all these lights illuminated. Good. Check the glove box. Parking brake keeps the car in place when I put it in gear. Dash in great shape. Even the light works. Checked all this back here. Seats all went up. Seat belts were all checked. All right, let's get road tested. I didn't mention the windows. Yeah, I checked the windows. Those all went up, no problem. Outside mirrors, those both adjusted too. I've already taken the still photos of the inner side. Let's back this up with a bit of video. First thing you notice is the lens is cracked. Over here, just showing blemishes. Don't see any signs of impact damage. Good. Surface rust. Good. Don't see any leaks. Rubber looks good. Okay. Don't see any tears. Just that wiring there for the antenna needs to get cleaned up. Here we see the oil line here. It's pushed in a bit. Looks like partially there. Yeah, clean shot of the underside panels. That's good. Good. Bushings look good. No leak. Good. Linkage feels tight. Number of CD beats. Good. Good. I just like running this video because sometimes when I take the still photos, there may be an angle that I wish I would have captured. Usually just will cover some of the areas that I missed. Beautiful stainless steel exhaust. Good. While I was up here, I just like to look at the panels. Offers me a unique view. It's really scrutinizing the fit from quarter panel door defender. Look at the car outside in the direct sunlight. Been road testing here for a couple of miles. We're going to capture some of it here on video. So here's second gear. 5,800 RPM, 70 miles an hour, 80. Pressure looking good. It's a bit of wind noise from the Targa top. Not feeling any clunks or rattles. Feels really tight as we go through the gears. We've also verified that first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth gear engage seamlessly. No slipping whatsoever. Downshift. And even when coming to a stop, steering wheel's not shooting over to the left or the right, so it is stopping straight. We're going to catch our first gear engagement.